natin ang part 2.
Pass to Big Cat. Back to Brown. 5 to shoot. Here's Big Cat. Pounded by Harris. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some changes for Brooklyn. Durant, he's checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Bembry.
James Harden.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Simmons against Irving. Simmons, the pass to Embiid. To tie it up. That ties the game. Embiid's got 8 points in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now. Boy, you look at Joel Embiid. He's playing really well right now.
He's running wild. They had to call the timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
Shout out to you, MMTV. Hello, hello, hello. Magandang gabi din.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Okay, guys.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Here's Big Cat. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Here's Harris. On the wing, Green. 6 on the shot clock.
In the game, 2 minutes.
The floater, and it's Harris. That time on the assist by Green.
Oh, stepping up as a leader. There's a reason Harris has the ball in these spots. He knows how to deliver.
Pass to Durant from deep.
Wala.
Tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Host, diba? Taga-kalapakuhan ka natin. Oo, sir. Taga-kalapakuhan tayo. Okay.
Here's Harden. Outside Durant. To the left side wing. Here's Big Cat.
Ay, wala.
It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Ay!
Sixers ball.
A minute 35 left to play in the fourth. Simmons against Irving. Embiid. Embiid with the dunk.
This is why Embiid has the ball in these moments, because the team counts on him to step up.
Pass to Big Cat. Going inside. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. He's got 42. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
And stolen by Irving. Aldridge with it. Now guarded by Harris. Durant, no good. The 76ers have gotten all 8 shots to fall.
Ate ko si Mayen. Si Mayen na gitarista?
Pass to Embiid. Yes!
Ay!
Great pressure.
Yeah, he approached that with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Na? Pero ulit ako, share mo. Okay na?
Here's Big Cat.
Sige, sige.
By Harris. The kick to Durant. Here's the three. Oh, the trifecta.
When things get tough, you start to lean on your stars, and Durant always seems to come up with a clutch shot.
And the
Vidal
76ers call
makabenta,
time here.
ko. Si Mayen, na gitarista.
35
Tama
seconds
ba?
left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
Simmons finds Embiid. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
Oh, I see.
Pass to Harris. Just 5 to shoot.
Ay!
Oh, denied by Durant. Here's Big Cat. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right
okay,
now.
okay.
You can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Basta.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, gets the three to fall.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
And the
Si
76ers call time
Alex,
here.
classmate ni Ate Neng,
They
coach
trail
natin
by
sa
5.
St. James. Okay.
5 ticks left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys,
Wala
what do you
bro,
think?
matagal na akong wala sa
This
ano.
one, but it seems
Sa
futile.
It's so
Talapakuan.
important at this
Mga
stage
20
of the
years
game
na.
for everyone to be on the same page and working together.
Oo, yung kila Ate Jo at kay Larry dati. Oo nga bro.
5 ticks left in the fourth.
Ay, nasa si Ate May mo
Harris
ngayon.
misses. So we see the Nets get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile
Buti naman,
environment.
busy sa work
They
lagi.
stood tall and got the win.
Sa ibang bansa ka rin,
Allie's ready to go. She's
MTV.
courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kevin, that was a gritty road win. How do you evaluate your performance?
Yes.
It's a tough place to play. You know, you hear the crowd.
Nothing
There was-
vices,
there
tas
was a lot of stuff on the floor. So
naging kamilyon.
we're just trying to play our brand of basketball and then just keep growing.
The crowd had nothing on you, though. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Bro, don't forget to like ha. Paki-like na lang yung ating live stream. And subscribe na rin. Sa Manggahan. Oo, matagal na rin akong wala sa Pinas. Sa Australia ako. Uy, good. That's good. Ayos yan. May pinsan ako dyan eh. Nasa Australia ngayon si Chok. Nakilala mo, Chok Campo. Roel Campo pala. Okay guys, ang next game po ay dahil nalaglag ang ating linya. Ang next game ay hindi ko pa alam. Kumusta ang COVID dyan sa Australia, brother?
Has that ever happened to you?
With the song that was in 2K20 games on your phone, a lot of people found that song on 2K. Like, that was the main way that people learned about that song and listened to it for the first time and fell in love with it. So I would get DMs all the time like, yo, I just heard your song in 2K, this was fire, I'm a fan of you now. So I think 2K definitely does a good job of spreading culture to an audience that might not be all the way tapped into the definition.
And when you make songs,
Are you thinking about, oh, this will sound good on a soundtrack?
Ingat dyan sa Australia, MMTV. Ingat dyan.
Just whatever creativity comes to mind.
I just like to make some songs based off whatever I'm feeling in that moment.
There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Charlotte Hornets. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, James Harden moved past Larry Bird on the career points list. Harden said passing one of the greatest ever is a great honor. I just got to continue to build because at the end of the day, I want my name to be mentioned with those greats. Well, it already is. Guys?
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. And for our viewers tonight, don't blink. You might miss something.
Yeah, you got to keep your head up and be alert if you're watching this game because they're going to get it up and down so fast and so often. Execution on the fast break will probably determine what happens in the outcome in this one.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Out on the wings for them, Rozier and Hayward. Probably out there with Washington. And it's ball in at the point. And for Brooklyn, and the big three out on the perimeter. Irving the 1, Harden at the 2, and Durant the 3. Big cat out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Now, here's Rozier. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. Down low, here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock, he's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible
Okay. Sorry,
And here's Harden.
Medyo busy, di ma-replyan.
KD. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Ball, the pass to Washington.
Ingat dyan, and God bless. Yes, bro, God bless din, ha?
Here's Hayward.
Ingat.
And he converts the layup.
Salamat.
I think he was surprised to find himself.
Don't forget to
that
subscribe, bro, ha?
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The 3 from KD. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. KD's got 5 minutes.
If Durant can find just a slice of an opening at the arc, he'll take it. His accuracy is just that good.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
Hornets have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Harden against Rozier. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Nets. Outside Irving. Here's Kasevicius.
Hey, layo.
For the 3.
Layo.
Not going to go that time. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
And here are the Hornets now. Outside ball. The pass to Hayward. Now, here's Rozier. Offensive rebound. Plumlee, the pass to Washington. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Nets trail by 3. Here's Harden on the wing. Pass to Big Cat. To the inside. Aldridge, the pass to Big Cat. Launches a three. And James Harden, good for three.
Harden, so versatile offensively. He initiates. He can play off the ball. He can beat you in transition. He's going to get his points. You can bet on that.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Paul Millsap is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. The Hornets also with the sub. Bridges checks in.
Well, I tell you what separates Ball from a lot of players his age is that his footwork is advanced. He's got almost a PhD in footwork.
Jasevicius misses off the right eye. Hornets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Down low. And it's Washington missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Phenomenal work from Harden. The second he sees the lane open up, he attacks.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Inside, here's Rozier. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Trailing by 2. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Big Cat, the pass to Millsap, launches it. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Paul Millsap.
Indeed, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Greg, for teams that are slow out of the gate, their fans can really be impatient and unforgiving.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I play in New York, so that town you go big or you get talked about. And it happens in small towns as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Your Brooklyn Nets. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
Big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Big Cat. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Bembry's checked in for James Harden. It's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Daniels, he's checked in for Washington. Kelly Oubre comes in for Gordon Hayward. Hook Knight, he's checked in for Terry Rozier. And Smith subbed in for Ball.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:10 left to play in the first.
You know, maybe not the destructive force he was before the ACL tear, but Cousins still has the size, skill, and understanding of the game to be a contributor.
And here's Harris from the arc. Bridges with the board. Hornets trail by 5. Oubre passes to Smith. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Book Knight. And nothing is falling for him right now. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. The 3 from Mills. The shot misses. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Smith. And the shot goes down.
Nice to watch Smith get physical on offense. Nothing gets in this guy's way. Plays with a very determined attitude.
And Mills kicks to Harris. They get it back. from deep three-point range.
Layo.
Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's the Nets. They're up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And one of the game's elite closers, Kyrie Irving, describes his approach down the stretch.
For me, I just try to feel out the game, think about plays that I could run in order to execute. That kind of I've been holding on to, paying attention throughout the whole entire game where either it's attacking it.
Greg, that's reminiscent of quotes we used to hear from Kobe Bryant, how certain moves and possessions set up defenders for the next time.
Well, Kyrie definitely has that Mamba mentality. Kobe was a big influence on him, as we all know.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Plumlee out there with Bridges. Then there's McDaniels. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Smith in at the point guard position. 2 on the clock. Mills can't hit. Charlotte trailing. Smith feeling it out a bit. And there's Bridges on the assist by Smith.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here, coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. Buries it from three-point range.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Oubre outside. Shot clock at 6. Smith against Irving. Bridges trying to free himself up.
So Irving looking engaged and aggressive there, making an impact at the defensive end.
Into the lane.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Charlotte calls timeout. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Charlotte. Washington's checked in for Miles Bridges. Hayward comes in for McDaniels. Terry Rozier's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And Ball subbed in for Ish Smith. Washington passes the ball. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup. Ball's got 6.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
And here's Harden for three. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin, and he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids. And certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. Trailing by 2. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And Ball slams it in.
About as easy an assist as you could have that time for Rozier.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Big Cat, the pass to Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. Durant kicks to Irving. 5 to shoot. Fires from the wing. The Hornets pull it in. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's Ball with the 3. The rebound by the Nets.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Hayward with the block.
Boy, that's excellent defense from Hayward. He did a nice job challenging and got a hand on that shot as a result.
Knocked loose.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Here's Kasavichus. Defended by Hayward. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And Brooklyn will get a change. Millsap's checked in. Bouknight, he's checked in for Charlotte. 1:57 left now here in the second. Rozier against Harden. Feeds to Hayward. Pass to Big Cat. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Back to Washington. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Millsap. Big Cat, the pass to Millsap. There's Kasavichus. Rozier defending. Trains it from beyond the arc. KD's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
Just was a step beyond the half-court line. Durant a threat to let it fly. Great range.
Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Big Cat. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Bembry's checked in for James Harden. And it's Mills in for Irving. Charlotte also making some changes. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Washington. And Oubre subbed in for Rozier. Clock at 6. Here's Millsap. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Nets lead by 5.
Got to respect the jump shot of Millsap's. I mean, he knows exactly when he's got a mid-range jumper he should take.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Brooklyn foul. Joe Harris. His first foul. 13 foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Charlotte. James. Bouknight. At the line with 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Big Cat is checked in for the Nets. Charlotte also making some changes. McDaniel's checked in for Hayward. And it's Ish Smith in for Ball. And so he makes both from the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Shots good. Coming off a big game. His confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Bouknight. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. And the layup's good off the glass. Bouknight's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
It's stolen.
Ay, ay.
Smith fires from way outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Nets lead by 4. It's time now.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
Come out with a intense focus.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
There's been a ton of energy in this building tonight. And the way this one's going, they're going to need the energy down the stretch. It's a tight ball game, and their fans know how to give them a lift when they need it.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
They need to turn up the intensity on D. Lots of guys standing around. Can't allow over 50% shooting in this spectacle. They need to make it tougher to get clean looks and force that offense out of his comfort zone.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game here from Big Cat.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nets leading by 4. And the big 3 out on the perimeter. Irving the 1, Harden at the 2, and Durant the 3. Big Cat out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Ball with it. Hayward outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. You know, Hayward, like a lot of NBA players, is a pretty serious gamer in his free time off the court.
And you know what, Kevin? There are some people that think video games help with your hand-eye coordination. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but I do know there are worse ways to rest up and keep yourself ready for the next real game than what Hayward was doing.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good from Hayward.
Well, you know, it's really been hard to see all the injury issues that Hayward's had to deal with over the last few years, but still, when he's healthy, I think he's one of the most dangerous players in the league at both ends.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And it's hard to believe that Gordon Hayward has been playing for over a decade in the NBA. Now a seasoned vet firmly in the second half of his career.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Irving against Ball. And it's off the back rim, no good. And Hayward has had a bit of a career renaissance lately, looking more and more like his old self.
And Kevin, it's just great to see him playing at this level again. I think it's testament to how much he loves the game of basketball, as well as how badly this guy wants a chance to win a championship.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Ball, the pass to Rozier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. There's Gasiewicz. He's covered by Washington. Irving for 3. A rebound by Washington. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. They lead by 1. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Right side, Ball. The baseline J. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammate shots. Does a really good job setting up the shooter.
Ball, the pass to Washington. He gets it as we approach the 4th quarter. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
The Hornets have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Well, you look at a guy like Washington, talented, young, and continuing to get better. It's a lot of fun watching his progress. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Nets have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
The Nets making a switch here. Rounds checked in. Charlotte calls timeout.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving, finishing and getting it done with his handles and his hands.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Ball kicks to Rozier. Pass to Hayward. Just 5 on the clock. Plumlee trying to break loose. Hayward can't hit. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside, Ball knocks it loose. Stolen by Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Harden surveying the D. Kasevicius, a 3-ball. And James Harden, good for 3. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Nolan near Rozier as he lets it fly. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Rozier's got 5 points now in the quarter. Nets leading by 6. KD finds Harden. Makes it off the glass. And that's now 25 points for Big Cat.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
The pass to Hayward. Against Ball. 5 on the clock. Over Irving. Here's Plumlee. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
Well, their passing has been picturesque. A thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce and attacking the defense.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Big Cat. Millsap comes in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for Brown. And it's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Bouknight. The shot from the low post is good. Bouknight's got 6 points. Brooklyn with the ball. Harden outside, fires from deep. The shot is in, and Charlotte will come the other way. Smith outside. Pass to Plumlee. Trying to find Smith, he's got it now. And it's good for 2. Now just a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
And, you know, whenever Smith gets that close to the bucket, he's sharp in how he finishes these chances. I mean, he's got a lot of different ways to get that ball up and down.
Millsap passes to Cousins. Nice move. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Millsap's got 3 assists now in this one. Hornets trail by 7. Bridges left side. Mills with the steal. Harris kicks to Cousins. Finished off the break.
Hey, you're looking for a strong finish? Then Cousins is your man. Nicely done, positioning himself on that break.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Harden comes to help. Smith in the post, guarded by Harden. Here's Bridges. Sweet little floater.
You talk about passing. Smith is one of the best in the game in that aspect. An incredible distributor.
Millsap passes to Cousins. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Shooting for Brooklyn, DeMarcus Cousins at the line.
You know, Cousins was part of the U.S. national team that won gold back in 2016. He said it was always a dream to play for his country, and when he got the chance, he didn't waste it.
Here's Bouknight, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Hornets trail by 8. On the court for the Hornets. McDaniels is out there with Bridges. Then it's Bookman.
Wow.
Then there's Ish Smith. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Hits it from three-point range. And the Nets lead by 9.
You know, knocking down the three guys, that's one of the premier three-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
Passes to Booknight. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Bembry picks to Millsap. Mills in the corner. Nets passing it around. Pass to Millsap. Puts up a three. And the Nets another three.
Decisive on the catch-and-shoot jumper from Millsap. He's not going to let that opportunity go to waste.
There's the lob to
Wow.
Bridges.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Big Cat, he's checked in for Millsap. Durant comes in for Harris. James Harden, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Patty Mills. And then for Charlotte, Washington's checked in for McDaniels. Terry Rozier comes in for Booknight. And Ball subbed in for Smith. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last break, I heard Steve Nash talking to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Kelly Oubre.
Gordon Hayward.
Here's Bridges. Uncovered. That's good on the jump shot. Bridges has got 4 this quarter.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Aldridge.
Oh, hey,
sent back by Washington. Here's Rozier. And it's sent back by Irving.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
Off the inbound pass. Now Durant. Here he goes. And finished off by KD.
Using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim. Watch out below.
Hornets trail by 12. Ball feeling it out a bit. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Aldridge, wide open, he fires. And the Nets, another three.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Ball against Irving. Ball up top. And Ball gets double-teamed. Bridges finds Rozier. And again, the Hornets missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Kasevicius. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got 3 assists now in this one. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bridges. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. 10 points for Miles Bridges. Harden's shot is good. And the Nets lead by 18.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the
My team
defense
is
bodies
Brooklyn
him up,
Nets.
the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Ball, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Irving, and the bucket is good.
Yeah.
3-point play chance here for him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And the Hornets making a change here. Lumley's checked in.
At the line, 1 time.
Shout out to you, Lato Vlog, and Julius Ramos.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Present our New Balance Player of the Game, LaMelo Ball.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Harden outside for three. The Hornets pull it in. Over in the corner, Rozier. Good on the triple.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Brooklyn.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, it gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Big Cat.
Well, he was swatting shots all game long, really owned the defensive end and got a ton of blocks and really protected that rim.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
Wow, Julius Ramos, thank you sa pag-member ng Premium HORNETS.
First free throw is good.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handles. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Alden. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Big Cat. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bembry in for James Harden. To the middle, here's Jones. Now the pass to Booknight. The Hornets keeping it alive. The new 14. It's blocked. Here's Bembry. Right side, Griffin. The kick out to Irving. 6 to shoot to the right side. It's stolen by Jones. Now here's Booknight. Pass to Jones. Left side, Martin. Jones in the post. Misses from short range. From deep. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd.
Salamat lang tong vlog sa blessing.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, James.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Okay guys, next game, hindi pa natin alam.
So the song is called Prada. It's me and Lil Tecca. It's just one of those songs that, like you said, is tying together music, it's tying together fashion, it's tying together our personal experiences of life. And I feel like that's very in line with the culture of 2K.
Right, and the culture of 2K, you can make your My Player to be anybody who you want. So what's your My Player like?
I'll make my Player exactly like me, like 4 inches taller and like 70% better at basketball.
Wow, so 7'2"? The centers are big in 2K22, so 2K related. Do you have a goal?
I want to get in the game so you can play me in the blacktop.
Oh, okay. And it's happening.
Pretty cool, yeah. I can't lie. Let's do it.
Oh, wow.
Tell us a little bit about your tour coming up.
The El Dorado tour, just playing all the songs, performing all the songs from my debut album that dropped in March. And we're going all around the U.S. and like a little bit of Canada. And then I'm about to go to Europe for my second time ever and do some shows out there too in the beginning of next year.
Thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV. We cannot wait to hear your soundtracks in Season 2 of 2K22.
Welcome to Season 2 in NBA 2K22's My Team. Build your empire.
So what's new? Well, let me start off by telling you, it's a lot. Compete against the best to ever play in the NBA with this new domination that pits your My Team against 75 years of NBA greatness.
Player coaches are now available in My Team. NBA greats go behind the clipboard to lead your My Team with new head coach cards.
Then, in the exchange, there are now recurring exchanges. This means you complete it once, then again, and again, each hour, day, or week. Also, be on the lookout for special event exchanges. These will expire after a certain amount of time. But if you've already started exchanging cards, you'll still be able to complete it after the time limit ends.
But the big news of Season 2 in My Team is that the NBA is back. And what that means is that there's going to be moments, players, and a whole lot more added to My Team. So be sure to keep an eye on NBA 2K_My Team, 2K TV, and the Community Hub to keep up with all the news and notes.
That's right, Brian. But let's get you started with a locker code. Build your empire with a foundation of your opponent's bricks with Emerald Evolution card, Dennis Rodman.
My recommendation is to pair him up with the level 1 free agent card in Season 2. His airness, the GOAT, Michael Jordan.
Use these famous goals to complete new agendas and challenges all season long. And waiting for you at level 40, Pink Diamond, Kevin Garnett.
Outside of the season rewards, My Team has a bunch of Pink Diamonds for you to earn. With Ja Morant in Limited, George Gervin as the grand prize in Draft, Gary Payton for Unlimited, Caron Butler in Ascension, And a new domination tier for one of my favorite players in NBA history, the high-flying, rim-rocking Amari Stoudemire. Once your lineup is ready,
comedian, right
for
hand
the
up.
second qualifier for the two $250,000 My Team Unlimited tournaments this year. We already have 16 qualifiers, but we need your help to fill out the rest.
Build your empire in Season 2 of My Team.
Alright guys, start na ba tayo?
It's always happening in Brooklyn. The Barclays Center, right in the middle of all the action. Greetings and thanks for ending your Monday on 2K Sports with some NBA hoops. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Allie, take it away.
NBA technology is moving faster than ever. The new thing? Collectible highlights trading online. The players are taking notice. Shooting guard CJ McCollum said, quote, "A lot of players are inquiring about it. I've grown closer to the non-fungible tokens, trying to figure out what moments I should buy." Guys, he's a believer.
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Alan. And a new rookie class to watch here early in the season, Grant. How long should we wait to evaluate a rookie's play, you think?
Well, BA, I think you have to give them a pass their whole first year. It just takes a minute to adjust and acclimate, and a lot depends on the age of the rookie as well.
And now the Washington Wizards starters. Dinwiddie and Beal comprise the backcourt. Kyle Kuzma out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Gafford in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, the superstar trio on the floor together. Irving and Harden the guards, Durant on the wing. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Big Cat in at the 4. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Now Irving, pass to Big Cat. Down low. Aldridge with the bucket.
Such a nice touch on the ball from Aldridge. He knows exactly how much power to put on the inside shot.
Beal outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Kuzma outside. No good on the 3. Here's Big Cat. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Harden.
Boy, this guy a multifaceted talent, and not just on the court. Kevin Durant has said, quote, "Basketball is just what I do and love, but that isn't just who I am." This guy really tries to make a difference.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He had 9 points in his last time out. Irving with it. Pass to Durant. From the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And Durant has helped many people with his generosity.
Yeah, once committed $10 million to the college track program to help disadvantaged kids receive a higher education. He's been renovating basketball courts around the world, and obviously as an entrepreneur, he's been focusing on companies and products that are making lives better. How cool is that?
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
At the line. At the line 2 times.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Dinwiddie against Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the night.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Pass to Big Cat. On the wing, Durant. Fires the 3. Hits the 3-pointer.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Kuzma outside. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Strong finish for Kuzma. He knows when to get aggressive and fights his way to the basket.
Here's Big Cat.
Layo.
It's LaMarcus Aldridge with the foul. That's his first foul.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
Millsap, he's checked in for Aldridge. And a change for the Wizards. Bryant, he's checked in for Gafford. And Beal gets it to go on the assist by Dinwiddie.
Well, this is the sweet spot of Bradley Beal's game. That in-between, that mid-range jumper is money.
Here's Big Cat. Can't get it to drop. And Washington the other way now. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Kuzma with the ball. Harden picks him up. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And Big Cat pulls it down. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Fires from deep. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. He's got 7.
Now, passing may be the most overlooked aspect of Kevin Durant's game, but you know he wants his teammates to feel good.
And the Wizards call time here. Both teams will make substitutions. And this is a player who's been giving his all. Our Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
He's a great example of what a modern big looks like. He's so much more than just a big in the paint. And that versatility is a big part of what makes him such an outstanding player.
And the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Bertans with the bucket.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And we have the 2K leaderboard with last year's best three-point shooters. Number 1, Joe Harris.
Distance shooters are so accurate these days. It's a real honor to have topped that list.
And he can't hit the second. Knocked loose. Out to Millsap from behind the arc. Rebound by the Wizards.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
First quarter.
Pass to Neto. Cousins comes with the double team. Here's Harrell. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
We know this. Montrezl Harrell, in close proximity, has tremendous touch.
Now, Grant, if you had to describe exactly what a stretch four looks like, you might be describing Davis Bertans.
Yeah, that's the mold that Bertans has been carved out of. He can draw defenders away from the hoop with his outside shooting. And when he needs to mix it up in the paint and grab some rebounds, he's more than capable of that, too.
And there's a whistle. That'll go on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
And the Wizards with possession here. Trailing by 2. Pass to Beal. Takes the 3. And Mills pulls it down. The Nets have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Cousins. And the Nets miss again. Intercepted. Out to Harris. Outside the arc. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Wizards have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Pass to Bryant. Beal outside.
Nets foul.
Boy, what I love about Bradley Beal is despite having one of the most gifted offensive games in the league, he never stops looking for improvement. This guy wants to up his game each and every season.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Bradley Beal is the epitome of being a triple threat. He can drive it, pass it, shoot it. The complete package on the offensive end, that defines Bradley Beal.
Brooklyn has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Here's Big Cat, and that one is stuffed right through.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Poke loose. Brown with the steal. Pass to Big Cat. Oh, way! How about that? And that one is hammered home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Beal outside.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Pass to Big Cat. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. He's got 13. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And growing up in a sporting family, most of Bradley Beal's brothers chose football. So why did he choose basketball?
Mom said in high school.
I like that system, Brandon. Pretty simple. Supply and demand.
That's right. Give the people what they want. And I'd say he found his calling.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half of this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
They've got Bruce Brown. He's out there with Patrick Mills. Joe Harris out there with Blake Griffin. And it's Big Cat in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Rebound Brooklyn. Their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Even though they had the better roster, they actually lost the season series to this team last year.
And the 3 off target. Here's Bertans. 15 in his last outing. Harrell with the strong finish.
All too easy for Montrezl Harrell. That's the result of his activity and pursuing opportunities. Beautifully done.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Well, at the wing position, Grant, you were one of the league's best passers. Which wing players stand out to you in that category now?
You know what? I mean, it may sound arrogant of me to say this, but LeBron, Luka Doncic, guys like that who really read the floor, they understand and can pick apart defenses at any position. Those two are ones that stick out the most. He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Neto. Now here's Gafford. Tight defense on him. Durant finds Brown. Got it. And it's a 9-point Brooklyn lead. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
To the middle, Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Kevin Durant showing you that I can play with power, with authority, up and over the defense and slams it home.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, just about every discussion of the NBA trade market comes back to the Washington Wizards. An all-star shooting guard Bradley Beal on a team that hasn't made the playoffs in 3 seasons. Something's got to give. And guys, with Beal possessing an opt-out after the season, expect those talks to intensify.
Yeah, that's a good point. Pass to Hachimura. Ooh, good D by Irving.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Big Cat shot is off. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Kuzma with the ball. Beyond the arc. Aldridge pulls down the board. Here's Big Cat. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Whether making plays for himself or his teammates as he did there, Kyrie Irving, a dynamic playmaker.
Washington shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Hachimura throws it down And the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. Bryant, he's checked in for Washington.
Shooting 1.
Throw good, Hachimura.
This guy born and raised in Japan, and it's so nice to see Rui Hachimura join the growing list of international players. The NBA is truly a global game.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
The Wizards have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Dinwiddie goes in, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And the foul on DeMarcus Cousins. That'll be a second foul of the game. Bembry, he's checked in for Irving. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Beal, he's checked in for Neto. Washington trailing.
And of course, Kevin Durant signing a big extension this summer. Fresh off a gold medal for the U.S., where he was the most dominant player in the world in Tokyo. And now locked in his next 4 years with the Brooklyn Nets. A great deal for him and a great deal for his squad.
Durant for 3. And the Nets miss again.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
You know, I think Kuzma has underrated quickness. It's part of what helps him finish at the rim so well.
On the wing, Durant. To the paint. And Cousins gets it to go. On the assist by Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one. Harden against Dinwiddie. Pass to Bryant. Dives for it. Kept alive. And the ball out of play. The Nets will have it. Some changes for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mills in for Bembry. Harrell's checked in for Washington. Bertans comes in for Kuzma. Harden against Beal. Here's Cousins. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Cousins has gotten 4 this quarter.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Beal's got room. Gets some space and buries the jumper.
That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Harden, deep three-point land. No good on the shot. And the Wizards going the other way now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's his first foul of the game. Bryant finds Bertans. Here's Beal. Brooklyn with the board. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game, coming off a win against the Hornets.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Thomas Bryant.
One of the things that makes Boogie Cousins such a tough cover, he's smart, he understands how to use his size. You talk about big-time skill, my goodness.
And Beal launches from deep. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, give us your take.
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
And over to Shaq now. Your take on the Wizards.
It's the work they've done in the paint that's impressed me. A lot of their points have come from the inside. They need to keep that production in the post coming in the second half.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. And the Wizards shooting a fantastic 57% on the court right now for the Wizards. Dinwiddie and Beal comprise the backcourt. Rui Hachimura is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Gafford in at the center position.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Nets with the lead. Right side, Irving. Aldridge. And Gafford with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gafford. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Here's Beal. He shoots again. And it's Gafford missing. Brooklyn with the ball. 4-point game. And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Washington on D. A nice shot by Big Cat. He's got 21.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Though he does have a scorer's mindset, Harden's vision and experience playing alongside some of the best talent in the league have made him an awesome playmaker.
Count it. Hachimura's got 7 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Pass to Harden. To the wing, right side. Here's Big Cat. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And a change for the Wizards. Neto's checked in. The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Now a timeout called by Washington.
my gosh! Shout out to you, dito rin sa Palaka.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Down low. And the basket by Hachimura. He's got 9.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Brooklyn has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Big Cat. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Back to Beal. Shoots over Brown. Beal, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Takes it inside, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
And the ball out of play, the Nets will have it. Some changes for Brooklyn. Millsap comes in for Aldridge, and it's Bembry in for Brown. Bryant, he's checked in for Washington. Harrell comes in for Kuzma. Pass to Bembry. And here's Durant. Here's Big Cat. Hits the trifecta. He's got 34.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
For Washington, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Beal outside. And down it goes. 2 points. Beal's got 12.
Boy, that is just tremendous concentration from Bradley Beal. Defense all over him, no problem.
Hey!
They swipe it. Pass to Big Cat. Driving in, and that one is hammered home.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. The Wizards have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Beal, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Beal's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, Bradley Beal works so hard to find the opportunities on the offensive end. He knows he's responsible to carry the load.
Big Cat shot is off.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Big Cat. Irving for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Timeout called, the Wizards. And one of the stories around the game, Doris, NFTs, or non-fungible tokens. You see why they use abbreviation. Anyway, in essence, people are buying highlights.
That's exactly right, BA. Combining technology and investing, and there's money to be made. Just simply not by me, because I don't understand it.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Mills comes in for Kyrie Irving. Bertans checked in for Washington. Dinwiddie comes in for Neto.
Well, he might be a bit undersized, Montrezl Harrell, but he plays bigger than the frame suggests. Hold on.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They keep piling on the assist, guys. They haven't cooled off any in that regard.
You know, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
Well, to see him now, it's hard to believe Montrezl Harrell was a second-round pick. But this guy is a passionate NBA player, and he's worked hard to improve his skill set.
For Washington, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. To the middle. It's picked off. Mills with it. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Out to Millsap. Pass to Harris. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land. Harris just got his second bucket of the night.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Beal outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Here's Big Cat. There's the...
Oh, look at that!
Oh, my goodness! Cocked it back and fired it home!
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Dinwiddie passes to Beal. Kicks it out to Bertans. Pass to Harrell. And Harrell throws it down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Big Cat. The three-pointer off the mark. Left side, Bertans. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists in the game. It's good if it goes. No good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Harden at the 2 with Harris at small forward. Then there's Patrick Mills. Then it's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Big Cat in at the power forward position. So that's the Nets 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Wizards making a change here. Gafford's checked in.
Daniel Gafford.
Here's Bertans. Beal outside. Pass to Gafford. Dinwiddie outside. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 12. They get it back. Here's Bertans. Oh, the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's Harris. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Something we do not always talk about is that Joe Harris
Shout
is not just a
Genesis.
shooter. Even though he doesn't have huge assist totals, this guy's a solid passer. He competes on the defensive end, and he can actually put it on the deck.
The free throw drops for Harris. And what is it specifically that makes Harris a good playmaker, Doris?
I think it's probably his IQ, the fact that he can see a play develop before it really gets to a position where most guys see it. He has a great feel for where his teammates are, and he knows how to hit them in their favorite spots.
Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Out left to the wing. Pass to Harden. There's the 3. Buries it from 3. Harden's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Harris against Kuzma. Now here's Gafford. Can't hit that one. Good D by Aldridge. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. So the Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Hachimura's checked in for Washington. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Nails it from 3.
I just love the ball movement.
For Washington, they've got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Now a timeout called by Washington. Well, super teams are still being built. Grant, what's the key to making it work with 3 or 4 guys who all need touches?
Well, it comes down to good communication between your leaders. Of course, you have to have a plan. You can't be out there winging it. And, of course, prioritizing wins over stats always works.
And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Beal against Harden. Back to Hachimura. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with the dunk.
Got a piece of it. Outside Irving for 3. A rebound by the Wizards. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Beal. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Outside Harden. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Wizards have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Beal's shot is off.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Durant for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Well, the Wizards shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
Here's Big Cat. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Irving against Dinwiddie.
And
in on the layup.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Pass to Durant. From downtown, it's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And there's the lob. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack at the level.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Over Aldridge. Here's Hachimura. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Well, when you play with the level of focus and energy level that Rui brings nightly, Hachimura able to create that second chance opportunity.
Here's Big Cat. And a miss there on the triple. And for Washington, they're shooting around 30% since the 4th quarter got underway. Here's Beal. It's good.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight, they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
Irving for 3. Counted from distance. And the Nets lead by 21.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Dinwiddie passes to Beal. Gafford with the ball. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Kuzma outside. Clock at 4. The shot that time not on target. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. A new lineup here for Washington. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And a strong finish with two hands.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bembry. Not really his range, and it's off target. Here's Kispert. Count the basket.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And here is Irving. Pass to Brown. Over Kispert. Can't connect from 14. So we see the Nets taking the W here. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Ali LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is...
Alright guys, panalo po tayo. Next game is malaman po natin. And shoutout pa rin sa inyo lahat dyan. At kay Comedy, salamat sa pag-renew ng 7 months. And Julius Ramos, sa blessing. Next game is Miami Heat. Gordon. Alright.
Hi, I'm Mason, voice of the Detroit Pistons, here to announce the 2K TV top plays of the week. Not only that, it's a special edition of top plays. Let's check out your State Farm top assists of the month. How about we start in the wreck with King Retro S5. TTV takes the ball on the break, passes up the shot for something more fun. The bouncer done to draw the and one. I'm stunned over here, just stunned. Next up, Gary Gardner. We've got the trampoline basketball in Canton. Wonder if they made that in Detroit. Elevate into the clouds for the forward flipping flush. Oh, fantastic! Over to my career with Hoodie Nicole TTV, who has not only the block, but the 26 assists to their game total. What an epic performance! Woo! Closing today with NFP, Nick in the wreck. Being a great passer means making plays out of thin air. And no one saw this as a potential assist. A stunning cross-court pass. Way to catch everybody off guard. Smash a button. Send us your best plays with the hashtag 2KTV. Wow! And you can join us here on 2KTV. Thanks for coming, everyone. See you in the 313. You know I'm talking about Detroit.
Check out our social for more 2KTV. We're at NBA2K_2KTV. And last week we asked you to send in pictures from your favorite moments of season 1, so we'll leave you with some of those. Until next week, enjoy the game.
to the following presentation of the NBA.
The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Miami, they ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
And right now, Brooklyn, they made their presence felt right from the opening tip, taking matters into their own hands and showing no let-up.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion, but he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise, and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus on my craft. Guys, the results have flown since then.
Clearly. David, thank you. Two defensive-minded teams, Steve, in the building tonight. These teams are so good, aren't they, at getting stops?
They are. Points will be hard to come by. Both teams give maximum effort on the defensive end, and that's hard to do night after night.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Butler and Tucker up in the forward spots. Lowry and Hero are the guard set. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, down low. And for the Nets, and the big 3 out on the perimeter. Irving the 1, Harden at the 2, and Durant the 3. Aldridge out there with Big Cat. Now here is Lowry. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Aldridge, the pass to Big Cat from outside the arc. That one, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So you know each game they play will hold a lot of importance to both teams.
Now, Hero down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick outside to Butler. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They defeated the Wizards in their last one.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Now here's Durant. Last time out he had 13 points. Here's Gusevicius. Good on the 3-point shot.
The playmaking skills of Kevin Durant on display, capable of whipping passes to open teammates.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
Oh my God.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Lowry. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
And the pass to Big Cat. There's the drive, and he jams it with authority.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now, Hero. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Orlando.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
Here's Irving. Following the score by Miami. And Harden with the stuff.
A creative playmaker. I love when Kyrie zips it to his teammates.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Now, Hero. Guarded by Harden. Lowry against Irving. Lowry passes to Adebayo. The train, and the Nets another three.
We're so used to seeing Harden pull up off the dribble, but he's not going to turn down a chance to get off that catch-and-shoot jumper if it's there.
Now, here's Lowry. Outside Butler, and he drives in. And slam dunk by Butler.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And he makes good on the way. And that's now 9 points for Big Cat.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
They were very patient, and that was the difference. It's hard to be patient, I know, but look at the outcome they had.
So for the Nets, Paul Millsap's checked in for Aldridge. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. That's Mills in for Irving. And a new group in for the Heat. Now, here's Oladipo. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando. Once again, that is out of bounds. The Heat retains possession here. And now, let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Butler with the ball, picked up by Harris. Shots good by Butler.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
To the left wing. Here's Kasevicius. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
To the paint. They get it back. And Mills kicks to Harris. And the Nets, another three.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And last season was Mills' best. Now in his mid-30s, he's only getting better, affecting the game beyond his shooting.
Kasevicius takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Here's that one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Smitty, it's amazing how efficient Mills has become.
He has tremendous shooting percentages across the board, Kevin. He takes care of the ball, and he gives you a calm presence.
Driving to the basket.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
The Heat trail by 13. Robinson on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Duncan Robinson, Steve, one of the more pure shooters in the NBA. He can definitely hurt you from deep.
Yes, he can, Kevin. Robinson has a very easy shot. Great percentages from three. Well above the 40% mark on his career.
The first free throw is good. And the Nets making a change here. Bembry's checked in. Robinson hits them both. 41 seconds left in the first. It's stolen by Oladipo. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Strus's shot is good. Strus has got it back down to within single digits for the Heat.
And known as a combo guard, Victor Oladipo has some point guard level passing skills in the body of a two. Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Butler. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Staying aggressive on the offensive boards. Dedmon's a tough guy to box out there.
In the corner, it's Harris. From the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Harris has got 6 points.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3-ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Their lead in... Well, Kyrie Irving at 6'3", one of the most creative finishers in the NBA.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just practicing all my layups or all my finishes. That's what I go back to. I mean, this is when I'm in that situation, I kind of feel like the attitude I get is this is what I do.
Oh, it is indeed the English angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hands.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
They've got Bembry, Paul
4K Gold, and you're watching 2K TV. Make sure to check out my new song, Product, Little Texas, at the new season, 2K22.
Congratulations to 2K22 cover athlete Candace Parker and the Chicago Sky on the WNBA 2021 championship. What an impressive performance all season long. Now, are you ready for Season 2 events? There are a ton of new activities going on, so don't miss out. Take it away, Brian.
Thanks, Alexis. How about we start aboard the Concha del Mar? If you're a dunker, then work with the community to earn prizes at Dunk Fest. And if you're a shooter, then check out Specialty Appreciation Shooters, where you'll be rewarded with extra XP for all the badge points you've applied into shooting.
Hey, don't forget about my favorite. Park After Dark is back, but in a new surprise location.
Well, the park might be dark, but my buckets are still going to shine through. Moving on to the city, more classic favorites are back. Start your engines and finish the race at Oval 1 Grand Prix. Get in on some 3-on-3 action at Court Conqueror, or take on the Kia Challenge. And listen up for new music. Columbia Records tracks are live now, featuring artists SSG Kobe, Cochise, and 24K Golden. Finally, starting today, Halloween apparel has arrived and will be available all the way up until November 1st.
Do you have your Halloween gear yet, Brian?
You know I do.
Oh, good. Then join me for some trick-or-treating at the Long Night in Thomas Circle. We can play hoops too, but you have to have the Halloween drip to earn that double XP.
I'm there, and if you're jumping in current gen Halloween weekend, head to decks 15 and 16. They're going to be decked out in decorations and dishing out double XP. So pick up your costume, turn up the tunes, and hit the courts in Season 2. Build your empire.
Welcome to 2K TV and Season 2 of NBA 2K22 Build Your Empire. We're spending this episode talking about what's new in Season 2. But first, now that you've had a chance to work on your skills, it's time to announce the first 2K TV challenge of the season. And the theme is Play Your Way to 2K TV. Want to get on 2K TV? Then listen up.
Coming up next, the Nets taking on the Pacers. For the Nets, they're playing with terrific focus to start the year. Their hard work from the summer is paying off. Pacers, Nets, coming right up on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside... Hey, Allie.
Brian, thank you. Well, James Harden's one-on-one scoring ability is unsurpassed. He said, quote, I honestly can't tell you what I'm thinking. Nothing's predetermined. I just need one advantage. Whatever the defense gives me, I take it. And greatness happens after that. Thoughts?
He is deadly, Allie. Thank you. And here in October, we have a little indication of what may be coming in the East. You take a look at the Nets, things stacking up nicely for them so far. #1 in their conference and looking formidable. And of course, Indiana, back 3 games.
I think for the Nets, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Brogdon and Lamb in the backcourt. Sabonis and Turner work together inside. And it's Warren in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, the superstar trio on the floor together. Irving and Harden the guards, Durant on the wing. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Big Cat in at the power forward position.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
You love how efficient Jeremy Lamb is. Clark, he's a player who really makes the most of his touches.
He does a really good job at that, BA. He's been hurt a little bit the last 2 seasons, but he's rock solid when healthy because he takes good shots and he can make shots from just about anywhere.
Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Off the inbound. Durant with it. Here's Big Cat. Irving for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter. And he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Lamb against Harden. The shot by Lamb, no good. Here's Big Cat. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. He's got 5.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
With some arc, and the layup is good by Brogdon.
How about Brogdon with the floating jumper? You know when he's pulling that one out, he's feeling really good.
To the right side. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Here's Big Cat. That one no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Warren, the pass to Sabonis. 5 on the clock. Here's Lamb. The shot no good. Harden with the defensive effort. Brooklyn with the ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Aldridge finds Irving. There's the triple. Pacers with a rebound. Outside Brogdon to the inside. That one's good. And a couple of teams coming out scorching hot this season, Grant. How far can a hot start carry a team?
Well, some teams can ride a strong start throughout the whole season. I mean, it's just a huge mental boost for a team, particularly early on.
Here's Big Cat. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. The Pacers have gone 3 of 9, struggling so far. Lamb passes to Brogdon. Oh, stolen by Harden. And now the Nets on the break. The putback.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Sabonis outside. Brooklyn making some changes. Millsap, he's checked in for Aldridge. Harris comes in for James Harden. And it's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Patadze's checked in for Turner. Brissett comes in for Sabonis. Craig's checked in for Warren. And it's McConnell in for Lamb.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Pass to Mills. Launches it. And the three-pointer goes.
Boy, there's that hair trigger release on Patty Mills. No hesitation. Catch, shoot, mark it up.